So there we are, creamy mashed parsnip and potatoes, beef medallions, and a really nice creamy red wine sauce. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing something really special. We're bringing the restaurant home. We're making beef medallions in a creamy red wine sauce, and we're going to do parsnip potato mash. Sounds delicious? Come on, let's get on with it. Okay, well, first job for us then, we've got to peel these parsnips and peel the potatoes. Peel it any which way you like, with a peeler or a knife, anything, up to you. We want a couple of parsnips peeling and some potato. So nice and steady, come on. Let's get on with it. We're going to cube them up for a parsnip and potato mash, and today we are going to mix it with, or mash it with, butter, salt and pepper and a little bit of cream. Wow, it sounds really delicious. Okay, parsnips, potatoes, we need to be cubing them up because they are going for mash. They're going in a pan of water and we're going to mash them. So just cube them up so we can mash. Same with the potatoes. A little bit of water in the pan, a little bit of salt in there, on to boil. Fork tender so we can mash up with some butter and a little bit of cream. Okay, we've got a little bit of beef tenderloin here, and what we need to be doing is seasoning it up with some salt and pepper. We've got a little bit of seasoning on there. Now be generous because it's going to be cooked and seared on there. So be generous with it. This is the only time you're searing this meat. So you need to season nicely. We want that flavour. So we need to be taking ourselves a pan. Now the first job for us is to sear this meat. So in there with a little bit of olive oil. Now you can use any oil, it doesn't matter. I want to go in there with a little bit of butter. Now heat up the pan and we're going to sear the meat. 3 or 4 minutes, turn it round, sear it all over, get a nice sear on. We take it out. Nice and steady. In we go. Now the flame doesn't have to be super high to put a sear on the meat. It's a case of put it in, leave it to rest, turn it over, leave it to rest, do the sides, nice and steady, sear all the way around. You just turn your meat over and sear it on all sides. Okay, let's have it back again. Now, as you know by now on here, you turn the meat. Don't just leave the meat. You know, this way you're getting the cooking coming into the meat. If you just leave it on one side, you're just cooking in from one side. Don't be frightened of turning your meat over. And then you just turn it up on its side. Let's have some cooking on the side. Okay, there we go. Take a tray and put your beef on a tray, and we're going to cover it in foil. So get some foil and cover it over. Okay, so it's a straightforward onions and garlic in there. Now you can start the onions off first if you so wish, and then add the garlic. I'm not bothered, I'll add it all. A nice little saute round in there, loosen them up, get rid of that rawness from the onion and garlic. Get ready with your red wine. Ooh. Now make sure you do give your onions and your garlic a minute or so in there, you know, just to loosen up, get rid of the rawness. We don't want a horrible onion strong taste in a red wine sauce. I want to be going in there with a little bit of red wine. Loosen that up in there. That's clearing all that debris off the bottom of that pan. We'll add that in as well. In there, a little bit of beef broth. Not that much. Start to give it a little cooking. In there, a little bit of cream. Reduce it a little bit, thicken it up, but don't go too much unless you want a really thick sauce over your meat. Nice and gently. Little bit of butter in there. That's going to give it a bit of a sheen on there, and that bit of a butteriness all the way through there. Delicious. So we've got our parsnips and our potato in there, in with some butter, little bit of pepper, touch of salt, mash. Tiny bit of cream, just make it creamy. I'm not going any further than that. I like texture in mine. Brilliant. In there, a little bit of thyme. Just give it a little stir in. That's going to put that little bit of a aromatic flavour in that sauce. Let's serve up. Okay, we want a generous amount of that mash on there with our beef. How fabulous does that look? Come on, a little bit of that sauce. And just a little bit of parsley on there. So there we are, creamy mashed parsnip and potatoes, beef medallions, and a really nice creamy red wine sauce. Come on. Oh, we're in on this, come on. Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love a red wine sauce. Come on, let's get in here to this beef. Let's have a look in here. Look in there. Oh, superb. Oh. That is incredible. Mashed potato and parsnips is the way to go. Mashed potato can be a little bit potatoey blandy. You put the parsnips in there, it elevates the taste through the roof. A little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of cream if you want to use cream, milk and butter. Fantastic mash. People don't realise that it's got parsnip in. It looks like mashed potato. is a super secret little dish. Red wine sauce, well, speaks for itself. Red wine, cream, onions, you can use shallots, garlic, a little bit of seasoning, cream in there, chucking that butter in there. Oh, amazing. Overall, that is a really high quality meal at home which anybody can make. So if you like what we're doing, don't forget share with your friends, tell them about beef medallions, mashed potato and parsnip, and a nice creamy red wine sauce. And if you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.